I left my cell phone.
Brooklyn, Aiden and Nikolas and I are going to have a family day, so you don't really need to be here.
Oh yeah, no problem. I would never want to interfere in Nikolas's time with Aiden.
Okay, all right, good. Just so we understand each other.
Yeah. You know, just so we understand each other. If we're going to play this game, I'm going to make it known that I did not, overlook the fact that here you are, banging on his door, ready to manipulate Nikolas again.
I'm really sorry if you have a problem with it. I would send Aiden over by himself, but he isn't walking yet.
Oh, it's so funny. You know, Liz, I actually need to hand it to you because you're tougher than you look.
Nikolas is Aiden's father. We don't want our child growing up rootless or unwelcome.
Of course not. I wouldn't either. But I actually get what's going on here. You see, you woke up and you realized you're not getting Lucky back. And so that leaves you, a single mother of 3, struggling, and then, boom, off goes the light bulb. Nikolas is rich, and Nikolas can take great care of you guys. So here you are trying to parlay this mommy gig into getting him back. It's not gonna work.
I think you're a little bit jealous.
Okay, I'm back. So, what shall we do? Want to go for a walk? I know you love the horses. You want to go down the stables?
Daddy's here. Hey, buddy. What do you want to do?
What do you know about Alexander Janacek?
Why do you ask?
Well, we're investigating a possible link between him and Jerry Jacks.
The man was killed years ago. Whatever trail of evidence he might have left has certainly grown cold by now.
You know exactly what happened, don't you? I mean, as Jason and Brenna's lawyer, you know that she killed Alexander and Dante helped cover it up. You probably know what happened too, don't you?
Jekyll predicts the phrase, hypothetically speaking, is soon to be bandied about.
Wise observation, Mr. Grasshopper. I certainly cannot discuss anything covered under attorney-client privilege, but I'd be happy to discuss any scenario you might care to put forth as a hypothetical.
Okay, well, hypothetically, we need to know more about Janacek. Where he's from, who he did business with. His father on record may not be his real one, but it could be a lead to finding the Balkan. Can we do that?
The Jekyll has made repeated efforts, but I'm happy to renew my search. The Jerry Jacks angle might prove to be an effective avenue. Follow the money, as they say.
Do you have reason to believe that the Balkan is someone other than Jerry Jacks?
I'm hoping it's Jerry and that he's dead.
In which case, your girlfriend, Siobhan, would be safe. And that's really your primary concern in this entire matter, isn't it?
You're a good lawyer, aren't you?
Not to get too personal, although that does seem to be a habit of mine. Let's say the danger is truly over. Will Siobhan remain in the United States, or will she go back to her native Ireland?
Everything I saw? The night Jerry got shot?
From the beginning, please.
I was walking near Pier 52 when I heard a man's voice. And he was angry, arguing. I looked to the edge of the pier and I saw a man staggering back with blood on his chest. I mean, it was clear he'd been shot, although I didn't hear a sound, so the gun must have had a silencer. The man fell back into the water.
And at the time, you didn't know it was Jerry Jacks?
Well, lucky he'd showed me a picture. I thought I recognized him.
Then what did you do after Jerry fell into the harbor?
Well, I ran, of course. I mean, I was terrified. Then I called Lucky.
Did you see the shooter?
No. Oh, I wish I had.
Because from where Jerry was shot, the shooter should have been in plain sight.
Well, perhaps he was, and I just didn't see. I mean, I was too shocked to be thinking clearly. And I've been over this 100 times with Lucky.
Thank you for going through it again. You know what, can you just have Lucky give me a call?
Sure. Good luck with your investigation. If Jerry's still alive, I hope to God you find him. Morgan is suspicious. I can't just back him off by batting my eyelashes. Jason is relentless and smart. No, he's going to figure it out, and it's not fair to punish me for it.
Are you sure it's okay for us to stay?
Yes.
Brooklyn thought you might be a little tired.
No, not at all. I always have time for you and Aiden.
See? I told you, Liz. I told you, even though he's really tired, he would always have time for you and Aiden.
You want to hold him?
Yeah, of course.
Actually, Aiden's had a little cold, and I would really hate for you to get sick.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you very much. I actually have a lot of errands to run, so I'm just gonna go. Bye.
I'll call you later, okay?
Okay, sounds great.
See you soon.
Bye.
Thanks for bringing him by.
Oh, sure. Aiden really misses his dad. And so do I.
Okay, so you want to put hydrogen peroxide on the wound twice a day, and don't put your greasy fingers all over it.
My insides hurt like hell.
You probably cracked a few ribs, but there's nothing I can do about that. So you should come up with a plausible cover story, because he's going to be black and blue for quite some time.
Do try to contain your grief.
Well, whatever you did to get beaten up, I'm sure it was stupid.
Johnny, can you curb stomp her for me?
All right, I'm leaving.
I'll expect you to check up on Ethan once daily for the remainder of the week.
I'm sorry, so I tend to you, and now you expect me to just wet nurse this idiot? How am I supposed to cover up my job?
You won't have a job if I turn in the syringe.
Fine. So if I nurse him back to health, can you give me the syringe back?
I'll think about it. How's Jax?
He's waiting to hear about Jerry.
So does he think Jerry's the Balkan?
Well, actually, I didn't really get into it with him because, I just thought I'd show some respect for the fact that, he doesn't know whether or not his brother's dead. So, and then I invited him to the wedding. But I don't think he's going to come.
Well, Sonny will be glad.
Yeah, oh, and also, heads up, I guess I have to go look at wedding venues tomorrow.
No.
Yeah, well, I have to, because Carol, the wedding
I
planner,
don't
says
care
it's
about
really
that. You're not
important
gonna
at the
take
right
any
time.
unnecessary trips
well, yeah,
right
she
now.
says it's necessary because we have to have an actual place to have the wedding. We have to try to wreck everything.
Hey.
Welcome home.
You okay?
Jason was here, interrogating me.
About what?
He wanted me to tell him about Jerry's shooting. And he was relentless, asking me questions, acting like he suspected me of God knows what.
Well, Jason can be pretty blunt.
There's an understatement.
Don't take it personally. He just wants to get at the truth. So listen, that body from the harbor wasn't Jerry. He might still be alive.
Not from what I saw.
Well, until we know for sure, I just want to keep you safe. That's the top priority.
I fear you're investing too much in me, Lucky.
If anybody finds out you got beat up playing poker, cops will be on it.
I'm more concerned about Maya. Yeah, I could tell her I took a fall snowboarding.
Hey, you think she'll buy that?
Probably not. She knows I hate the snow.
Hey, back to the drawing board.
I could tell her it was your fault. Deal gone wrong with the Trujillo or something like that.
Wow, or here's a novel concept, and I know it may be far-fetched coming from me, but how about the truth, huh? Why not tell her that you don't want her taking money from Edward, so you thought you'd make some for her?
I don't want Maya to know.
You don't want Maya to know you lost at playing cards, huh?
It would ruin my reputation. Also, it would risk Maya thinking I did a noble deed, all right? I need it to be her idea to break up with me.
Uh-huh. Wow, you know what? This is so messed up. How about I just save you the trouble and tell Maya for you?
No, Johnny, swear you won't tell her.
Oh, overreact much.
No, I'm serious, Johnny. Look, I don't want to hurt Maya, okay? She's a great girl, and she deserves someone just as great. Someone who's gonna fall for her and commit in the whole 9 yards.
I think you got the falling part covered.
I wouldn't go that far.
No. Ethan, you've made your feelings for Maya abundantly clear. You think maybe it's time to, I don't know, man up and own them? Tell her, huh?
Johnny, are you there?
Time to man up?
No.
Hey, it's me, Maya. Johnny!
Maya, what's up?
I'm really worried about Ethan. I still haven't heard from him, have you?
Neck trauma patient notes are on your desk.
Hey, I'm sorry about Johnny pulling me away like that.
It's all right.
No, it's not, because he came in and surprised me. He was so insistent. And...
Awkward situation.
Yeah, you could tell by my discomfort.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to miss.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about this whole Johnny situation, because we went on a couple dates and it's, no big deal. Now he's acting like we're in some sort of relationship, and obviously he's more interested in me than I am in him, so...
I doubt that.
I'm sorry, what do you mean by that?
There was something that didn't ring true between you and Johnny, so... Well, the more I thought about it, I remembered seeing Johnny in the corridor the night you tried to inject Robin's IV. I looked into it, and it turns out Johnny had an appointment with Dr. Patterson the same evening.
So there were a lot of people in the hospital that night?
You never found the syringe that night. You handed it off to Johnny, didn't you?
I'm not trying to pressure you.
Of course you aren't. You just dragged me to stay in a country that was foreign to me.
Aren't you the girl who's lived in Dubrovnik and Berlin and Barcelona? I mean, come on.
I do like my freedom.
So do I. Look, I don't know where we go from here. Siobhan, all I know is that I want us to be honest. Okay? Now, all of our cards on the table. Because if there's one thing I've learned through hard experience, it's that secrets and lies destroy. So, here's the truth. Yes, I care about you. More than I ever thought that I would. And I don't want this to end.
Well then, guess we'll need more practice. In case I need that green card marriage after all.
It's just too easy that the Balkan is Jerry Jacks, who conveniently gets killed by a witness that I don't believe.
Yeah, well, what if you're being paranoid?
Well, maybe I am, but you're still in danger.
But look, let me just ask you something. You're giving me away, right? I mean, you're not going to back out on that, too.
I'm going to give you away, but can you just put off the wedding a little bit? I need more time. The wedding is a perfect chance for the Balkan to grab you.
All right, I get it.
You do?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you want to find a reason to cancel the wedding because deep in your heart you don't want me to leave you.